Terastallization isn't just a battle mechanic, it's the clearest metaphor for coming out Pokémon has ever created. I never realized how openly queer Pokémon had become until I came across a delightfully devilish content creator in my YouTube shorts. Since then, I haven't been able to unsee all the queer-coded character designs the series has been leaning into. I mean, one minute Berg has a highly effeminate design in black and white, and the next, Scarlet and Violet introduce Grusha, whose androgynous look beautifully defies traditional gender presentation. Not to mention the starter evolutions Meowscarada and Quaquaval. How did I not see this until now? This also happens to be my first Pride Month since I realized I was asexual, and in figuring out my sexuality, I discovered what it's like to finally uncover a part of yourself that has always been there. I always thought it was strange that even when I entered my 20s, I had no real desire to date or pursue romantic or sexual relationships. But once I understood that those feelings don't just resonate with me, I realized how good it feels to be able to define yourself, even when that definition doesn't fit into what's considered normal. And because my brain is now hardwired to look for alternative meanings in video games, I thought, it's just like I changed my Pokémon type. See, in Scarlet and Violet, every Pokémon has a Terra type, a hidden identity that doesn't show itself until the Pokémon terastallizes. That's exactly how it felt to me, like I'd always carried this invisible identity until someone helped me bring it into the light. My true sexuality had always been there, like a hidden typing, dormant and unseen until everything finally clicked. There's one Pokémon in particular that illustrates this metaphor perfectly. Brassius's Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is known as the imitation Pokémon. It pretends to be a tree, but it's actually a rock type. In Scarlet and Violet, it's the ace of the grass-type gym leader Brassius, but when Brassius terastallizes into a grass type, he renames it Truly Woodo. Brassius sees that Sudowoodo isn't the type it's supposed to be, and helps it reveal the type it's always wanted to be. As an artist, Brassius values authenticity over conformity. Terastallization becomes his way of helping his Pokémon express themselves fully, of helping his Sudowoodo finally become the tree it's always longed to be. What's especially beautiful here is that rock is a far better typing than grass in terms of battle strategy, but Brassius lets Sudowoodo become weaker if that's what it takes to be its true self. And yes, if you're wondering if I'm equating Pokémon types to sexualities or gender identities, in a metaphorical sense, absolutely, and no, I don't have a full type chart written out. I will leave that task to much braver people than me. But the metaphor still holds weight. Just look at the visual language of terastallization. It practically radiates pride. When a Pokémon terastallizes, it dazzles. Its body glows with crystalline brilliance, and it wears a jeweled crown that boldly announces its Terra type to the world. It's not just transformation, it's visibility. It's a Pokémon standing in the center of the battlefield saying, "This is who I am." That's what pride is, and that's why this system resonates so deeply. What's more, the ability to change your Terra type makes it a perfect metaphor for gender and sexual fluidity. There are 18 different types, and every Pokémon species can carry countless possible combinations. These aren't fixed at birth, they're changeable, customizable, and chosen based on who you want to be and what you need in the moment, just like people. Two Eevees can come from the same background and have completely different Terra types. That's identity diversity. That's queerness. But here's the thing. Some Pokémon terastallize into the same type they already are. So how does that promote identity fluidity? It doesn't. It promotes something even more powerful. Authenticity. When a Pokémon terastallizes into the type it already was, it gains a damage bonus. It becomes twice as effective. Not by changing, but by leaning into what it already is. Sometimes being yourself isn't just enough, it's your greatest strength. So whether you're exploring your identity, changing your presentation, or simply staying true to what you've always known about yourself, there's no wrong way to be you. Your identity, like a Terra crown, is something to wear with pride. Happy Pride Month, and thanks for watching.